You'd think I'd know how to run a microphone, wouldn't you? I'm Norm Easterbrook, Director of RiverCenter, and welcome this afternoon. We appreciate you all coming out very, very much. Just a few words about this type of program that you've seen. This is part of our RiverCenter Connect series. Earlier this year we had Cantus Columbus, a local paid choir, performed, and of course the Tibetan monks were with us for a week in residency doing this beautiful sand mandala painting, and their program last night in residence. Next up on this series is the wonderful dance company Urban Bushwomen. They will be here April 26th, and they will precede their performance with residency activity as well throughout our entire community. Really, only one activity takes place when the Urban Bushwomen are here in the theater, and that is their performance. Everything else happens around the community, so please look out for the schedule for that. A little bit about this program now. The monks will do the closing ceremony of the mandala, and then we do have plans, ways to give each of you who are here, or as many as possible, a bit of the sand from the mandala. We do have vials, and we're asking first that one per household, if you could, or one per home unit, if that's okay. And then, of course, we have some other ways that we can give that to you afterwards. But we want to make sure everyone shares in this beautiful message. Following this, we'll go out these doors or these doors here and go down 10th Street to the river, and that is where the sands will be dispersed into the Chattahoochee River. The monks will assemble on the steps down to the river. We ask that you not go on the steps to the river. We don't need anyone falling into the river today. And probably the best thing to do is go up along the railings to the left and right of the ceremony, so you can observe that there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled that you are here. Thank you so much for doing what really is most important to us, and that is participating in these beautiful programs and being a part of our work here at RiverCenter. We are profoundly grateful. Thank you so much, and we will proceed very shortly. Appreciate you all.
That's better. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the mandala sand painting by the monks from Drepung Loseling Monasteries. And over the past few days, and the monks have spent over 29 hours, painstakingly to create this magnificent, sand painting. You before here, and for the next 30 minutes, so we will be playing here, performing here the closing ceremony. And so the mandala here is actually the mandala of the Ashobhya Buddha, the Buddha who represents the enlightened quality of the conflict resolutions. And so the mandala, so when this is completed, the invoked deity is dispersal and the mandala is dismantled. Of course, the mandala was not constructed in that context. So however, all the guidance and the instruction for the creating mandala have been strictly observed. The monks consecrated the site of the mandalas in the opening ceremony with the meditation and the ritual chants. And during the course of the making mandalas, so they maintained meditative mindfulness and the purpose of the creations. The monks will first consecrate the mandala by invoking the presence of the Ashobhya Buddha here. And once the mandala is created and the deity is invoked, the monks will pray for his or her blessing for the world healing and the purifications. So with this purpose, the purpose of creating the mandala has been accomplished. Now it will be dismantled to symbolize the impermanence of all conditioned things. The sand will be gathered in the container so that we can take it in the flowing body of water nearby, where the monks will perform the brief ceremony there before pouring the blessed sand into the water. At the water, the fourth nature of water, specifically the water spirit, are summoned and then nourished by our offering of the healing sand. Tibetans believe that if these forces of nature are healthy, so they contribute to the revitalization of the natural elements of this earth, and which in turn is crucial to health and the well-being of the all earth's inhabitants. So another purpose of the pouring sand onto the flowing body of water is to send healing energies into the great oceans. And in this way, the healing energy touches countless living beings, and there, through the evaporation and the formation of clouds, are spread over the world to bring the global healing. And so in this way, the healing energy touches the countless living beings, and through the evaporation and the formation of clouds are spread over the world to the global healing. And also, you may keep in, the monks will distribute some of the blessed sand to the following the ceremony. So please feel free to receive from the monks at the very end of the dismantling ceremony. And also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank to our host organization here, the RiverCenter, and all the staff and the volunteers who have worked so hardly to make this event possible. So I would like to say, on the behalf of monastery and our tour group, would like to say each and every one of you, thank you very much. And I think this is In the paper is okay. And also I want to go just little briefly explain this is of the paper. And so I would like to say a little bit about the three main circles. So mandala actually is Sanskrit words which literally translate as a center and surrounding. So in Tibetan we call center is kil and the surrounding is kor, Center actually here, the center enlightened quality of the Buddha Ashobhya. So the Buddha Ashobhya is one of the enlightened beings whose specific energy is for conflict resolution or unshakable energy or indestructible energy. In the sense, so nothing can be shaken by the external negative influences or the obstacles or the hindrances. So that's how the mandala here, you see at the very center, you see the dorji in Tibetan or the vajra in Sanskrit. So which is in the dark blue color. Because this dorji or the dark blue color of the dorji holds the Ashobhya Buddha. So sometimes if you have more time, so we create the Buddha Ashobhya, his own image at the very center. Since we are very limited, here we are having only 29 hours painstakingly making by the 10 monks, rotation by rotations. So we make what actually that enlightened deity holds with, so that we can understand that this mandala belongs to the particular mandalas. So there are many different types of the mandalas. The mandala of the compassion, mandala of wisdoms, mandala of the loving kindness, and mandala of the longevity, long life, and also for good health. So there are so many mandalas. So this particular mandala was requested by the RiverCenter here, and this is actually one of the most loved ones and favorite one on our tour. So this particular tour is just started, one of few 2 weeks ago. So they just came. This is the first ever our program in our tour since we arrived in the United States, and it has been very auspicious and the wonderful environment we have, see through this beautiful city of Columbus, and also the auspiciousness one can say is just yesterday was the Happy New Year of the Tibetan New Year Day, and today is the second day. So on the very beginning of the New Year of Tibetan, so we have performed this one of the most important, the spiritual arts, the performance, sacred music, sacred dance. So all are very, very happy and very auspicious day. And today is the second day of Happy New Year, Tibetan New Year, and also having this conclusion of this completing of this mandala sand painting. And if I say a little bit about the external, you see there are three main circles. The outer one, you see the circle of the fire flames, which fire flames represented, as a wisdom. so wisdom. So when you have a fire, the fire burns the whatever things in the fire. So that means if you have a wisdom that realizing emptiness, or the wisdom that realizing emptiness in the sense empty nature of all things and events, empty nature of empty of the inherently existence or the independently existence. From Buddhist perspective, the emptiness is one of the ultimate philosophical point of view. So all things and events are in the sense, emptiness in the sense, all things and events are empty of independently existence or empty of inherently existence in the sense, all things and events are interlinked, interconnectedness. So that's how the wisdom that realizing emptiness. And then you see that the inner circle of the Vajra or the Dorji. You see here 32, the inner circle of the Vajra. So that actually symbolizes the path of the compassions, the inner circle of the Vajra. And then there you see there's a lotus petals, the circle of the lotus petals, which symbolizes the renunciations. So these three, the main paths, the aspect of the path of the renunciations, the path of the compassions, and the path of the wisdoms. So these three are the main, principal aspect of the path. Then you see the four directional gateway, four direction. The white, yellow here, green here, and the red here. So four directional. So these four directional gateway are symbolized by the four mindfulness. Mindfulness of body, mindfulness of phenomena, and feelings, and so on. So four, directional gateways. So this mandala actually is created by the saints, which actually considered as the external mandalas. So there are mainly three different types of the mandalas: the external mandalas, and the internal mandalas, and the secret level of the mandalas. So as far as the external mandala is concerned, so there are many ways and means to create it. So this is one of the most famous, the external mandala being created by the saint. And also external mandala can be created by the painting on the canvas. And also the external mandala can be created by the three-dimensional one, like this house, this building, by wooden. So you can see if you visit to the Dharamshala, if there's a Nubalinga Institute, they have this, the external three-dimensional mandala, which is made out of wood. So this is actually in the flood. Actually, it's supposed to be like go up, like this. So it's a three-dimensional one. Yeah. And then in the mandalas, so we normally use as the mainly 5 different colors, which symbolizes the 5 external elements, the internal elements, and also 5 senses, the 5 aggregates, and then also the 5 families of the Buddhas or the enlightened beings. So these are the main symbolism and the meaning. And also in the inner level, you see there are the 8 auspicious symbols. So white conch shells, and the pair of golden fish, and the wheel of Dharma, and the lotus flowers, and victory banners, and so on. So these are considered to be one of the most auspicious symbols at the time of Buddha. And then there's many stories that the auspiciousness of these, the 5 and 8 auspicious articles. And then you see some of victory banners here and there. And so these actually is known as external mandalas. The internal mandalas are, we can say, once we have this, the vision of the external mandalas, then thereby you can create the internal mandala within your body using all energy channels and chakras and so on and so forth. So these are the internal mandalas. And through this, using your energy centers and the chakras and so on and so forth, thereby practicing the ultimate, the practice of the path and so on and so forth. And then you receive the great bliss and the happiness, joy, and the ecstasy and so on and so forth. Those are the secret levels of the mandala. So there are different, the levels of the mandalas. So here we mainly exhibited the external mandala in the forms of, the arts, with the visually one, so people can easily to understand as an arts form. And each and everything, the design, patterns, color, everything is strictly observed in the text. So the artist has no any freedom to to change or this and that, because everything is strictly observed in the text. That text actually come from many centuries back. Since they got a full training for years, first training is the training of, the memorizing that root text. So word by word for over pages, over hundreds pages. So they have to memorize that. And then after memorization of that text, so then they have to receive the teaching from the masters. So what actually the word says is, what actually the word carries with the different meanings. So while they're creating the mandala, they're actually in the process of meditations. They are actually meditating because they know all the patterns, meaning of the patterns and the symbolism, signs, and so on and so forth. Then after the second training, then they have to train with the actual, the practical one with the metal funnel, what we call in the Tibetan is a chapul, So how to control with the sand, since it's a very fragile one, and also it's very important for the training, so the breathing process. So while we're creating the mandalas, so the breath should be very smoothly and gently. It should be very smooth. If someone is sneezing, then it's going to be a mess up. So sneezing is prohibited here. No sneezing, no coughing. If you have colds, so please, get out of this. So it's so fragile and it's going to be mess up everything. So that's how all these three levels of the different training. So since they got full training in the monasteries, and through their memory, so they keep making or spending for making this all beautiful mandalas. So I won't take too much time, and thank you once again, and thank you very much for each and every one of you spending your precious time with us and supporting us. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and I hope that you will enjoy this closing ceremony. And after here, so we will have the dispersal ceremony at the river, which is going to be very beautiful up there. I just saw there the water, the river itself is so beautiful, and it's naturally flowing. It's beautiful up there. I'm sure that you really enjoy here and also the dispersal ceremony at the water. Thank you once again.
Zai for